out, then reload it. More drinks, more sips, more time getting spent on text. More things that I gotta confess. Let's be honest for once and own it. Lose ourselves and live in the moment. When they doubt, we just show them. Private plane, we just flown in.
Trying to get crazy with this thing? Don't you know I'm loco?
I'm thinking it's all over when I go out. Oh, making my mind slow. That's why I don't with the big bro. I got to maintain, cause it like me is going insane. Insane in the membrane. Insane in the membrane. Insane in the membrane. Insane in the membrane. Try to snatch these pigs wanna blow my house down and underground to the next town. They get mad when they come to raid my pad and I'm up in the night who's scared. Guess I'm the pirate pilot of this ship. If I dip with the ultraviolet dream, hide from the red light beam. Now do you believe in the unseen? Look, but don't make your eyes strain. Like me, it's going insane. Insane in the membrane.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay.
Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Green Bay Packers.
Here. He's past the 30.
And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
When we spent our time talking to the coaches prior to the game, they emphasized that they wanted a quick start to begin things. Most of the time you think about that on the offensive side of the ball, but in this case, it's the special teams that provide that quick start.
Yellow, 43.
Already here, they'll audible to something else.
Ready.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Love, they go play action now. A short throw to Musgrave. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up second down. The Packers at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
Ready. 33. Yellow. Ready. Go.
Love. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jaden Reed, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Packers need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Bears nothing.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Looking to put a drive together.
Here's Williams. Now he'll tuck this and run. There's a short one caught by Loveland. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Well, Charles, did it seem like to you that maybe they were a little worried about his running prowess there? Because everybody kind of froze when he got outside the pocket and they were able to throw it for the first down.
Absolutely, and you work all week getting ready for a game, and you know that the potential is there for him to run it, but you better take care of those receivers downfield. They can hurt you first.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and that'll bring up second down. You look at this Packers defense, and they're a tough unit to throw against, currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And hey, they were stingy in the opener, didn't allow much of anything at all through the air, so now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's try to get to that number 1 spot.
To throw, Williams. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Those defense for the Packers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't come in.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. 3rd down defense, something we got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
They'll go. Here's Williams.
And this is caught. He hits more. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Swift will take it in. Touchdown, Bears.
That's a great response here in this first quarter. And what I like about it is how they put this drive together. The other guys scored quickly to start the game, but this was smart football to not feel like you have to go out and score quickly yourself. So they worked the ball down the field, took their time, and finished with the touchdown run.
And it's a pretty good return here as they'll get this up to the 29.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
52 points.
Play action this time with Love.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Facing 2nd and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why not just handle this one? Got all the yards you needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
Come on, set. Right, 50, green. Red, yellow. Hut, hut.
Love now.
That's caught downfield. It's Golden.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Matthew Golden.
33 yards. And they're able to add on to their advantage. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is up to 8. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. Now look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
2nd down and 4.
There's a short one caught by Loveland. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
That was an there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Williams from the gun on third down. And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 15-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives them a new set of downs.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Bears first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. To the air, Williams.
Quick slant, caught by Moore.
Williams pass.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with second and a couple.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a third down coming up. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. To throw, it's Williams. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Looking to throw is Williams.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Colston Loveland
From 3 yards out.
And the Bears have cut the lead back down to 2. Well, he is such a matchup nightmare down near the goal line, CD, and another example right there on that play for the touchdown.
It's borderline impossible to defend this guy because that kind of size, he can still get out and run a crisp route, and he has excellent hands. Even if you stick with him, all the quarterback has to do is lob it up, and he can win almost any jump ball.
Williams going to throw for it. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
14. Bears 12.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And able to get this out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Here we go.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started. The way that they're going about doing things right now, they've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Check, smash. Let's go. Ready?
The handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Ready.
To throw now, here's Love. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Just a little
On the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Ready up.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Set, ready. 45, wide, set.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
Green Jack. Blue 32. Hut.
Now Love. That's taken in by Golden. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down. On now is the Packers punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26.
And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Again, a good friend in football always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Throwing is Williams.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
This is taken at about the 14.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession in the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge, because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Love. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Ready.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here we go. Yellow, 22. Set, go.
They go bootleg. Love. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Marking down at the 49. as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
Down. 30. Hey, green. White. Hut.
Throwing. Love. Now he'll tuck this and run. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
That's another Packers 1st down.
Here we go, back.
1st and 10 at the
52
20-yard
blue.
line.
Smash, red. Hey, blue. Zoom, black. 10 cycles. 6, mega. Set.
To pass. Here's Jordan Love. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bears are going to get the football back at their own 17.
1st and 10. Now on the 17-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They got to get going.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. 2nd and 13.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play.
3rd and 4.
Back to throw. Williams. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
What we're seeing so far as a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
Ready?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of the game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front. It's prepared for him to try and take off.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Blaster, 6. Red, 38. Fury, yellow. Drill, green. Ready.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. A throw left side, it's hauled in by Golden. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
6, Mike, White.
Love. This is caught inside the 15. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Here we go. Black Ultra. 45. White. Ready.
Love looking to throw it. Looking left side of him, he's got a man. That's Jacobs. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught 11 on the field. Those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Let's go.
Going back to Love. Now he's going to step up and run. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. The kick by McManus is good. And that will push the lead up to 5. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Looking to put a drive together. Third quarter starts with a run from Swift. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
To throw, Williams. That's complete. Luther Burden. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be second down.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fixed that one in there nicely to pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for Chicago.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Here's Williams.
And his throw is incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Williams. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. DJ Moore, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Bears have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter.
Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. The try for 2 is successful, and it pushes the lead up to a field goal. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage, at least give your team a fighting chance.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, Kyler Gordon picks it off. He may go.
And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
Well, the defense obviously could not have drawn up a better start to the second half. They're holding on to that slim lead, just looking for a stop. Not only do they get the stop, Charles, they get the pick 6.
Another example that life comes at you fast, doesn't it? One play ago, they were defending a slim lead coming out of the break. Now they're one more stop away from thinking about a possible put-away drive.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
The catch and run there, good for 16 in the first.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here we go.
Now a toss to the left for Jacobs. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
It was T.J. Edwards who brought him down.
They're losing here in the 3rd quarter, maybe trying to get the ball outside, bust a big play. Obviously didn't work there.
Yeah, and while it didn't work, I really can't fault them for trying it. You and I have talked to the offensive coordinator, and we knew that was the place they wanted to try and go. And sometimes you just have to stick with it because 2-yard gains turn into 20-yard gains as the game goes along.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
10 black. Hut, hut.
Love now.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have the Packers first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Ready? Go.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
And the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. Montez Sweat picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
He finds his man complete. That's Reed. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Yeah, he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line.
They were just trying to give their offense a little more room down near their own goal line, but this is just going to make things worse.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw from his end zone, Williams. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good game. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run here with Swift. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 63 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into it because they were there to help break that pass up.
2nd and 10. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. Pass to the right side, caught by Burden.
Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Chicago.
Luther Burden.
62 yards.
And the Bears use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Here we go.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where, as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play. That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Set. Blue 32. Ready.
Play fake. Here's Love. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Set. Cut. Set. Cut.
They will throw again here with Jordan Love. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Kyle Gordon picks it off. And the Bears are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable. Look at this! Middle of the field, a breakaway! And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. To the air, Williams. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Colston Loveland, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Santos with the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
On the double.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Love, he's going to change the play here.
Blue striker. Smash. Red.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
Pass complete. George Pickens with it.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20.
1st and 10 at the 23.
Looks like they'll move things around here.
Edo Blue. Set.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And this one is incomplete.
They're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
Red 38. Red cycle. Ready?
To throw now. Here's Love. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try to throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Blue, 32. Set.
Again, it's Love. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
Here we go. Here we go. 52 blue, red, yellow. Ready.
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
And if you're around the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dab. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
To throw, it's Williams. That's complete. Roma Dunze.
He'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
They'll run right here with Swift.
Before getting this inside the 30.
91 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Isaiah Simmons getting by the offensive line and dropping the quarterback.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 17.
They'll get this into the hands of Dunze.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
On 4th down, here's Williams.
And this is caught. He hits one. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days. And this is one of the toughest parts about being a defensive back. When a play breaks down like this, You're taught to plaster to a receiver. Find the nearest one and adhere yourself to it. But you can only stay with the receiver so long if the play continues to develop. He knows where he's going. You do not.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Kyler Gordon picks it off. And they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier McKinney. And the Packers are going to have it here at their own 15.
The Packers take over 1st and 10. Their own 15-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
You're not going to want that feeling again.
no, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
He finds Pickens over the middle.
And the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. As the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards.
With this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting roughed backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Back to throw again.
He gets that one complete to Wicks. And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touchdown.
Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
18 rep, Warriors 70.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
That's caught downfield by Pickens.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback, but, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead, but at the same time, got it done It'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
The Packers keeping the offense out there now as he'll go for 2. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. But a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's incomplete. He's still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Charles,